During Operation Savannah in 1975-76, the incursion into Angola provided a number of difficult but valuable lessons to the South African Defence Force. Encounters with T-34-85s were becoming increasingly common, and the eland's mobility during the expedition was shown to be wanting. Two short-term programs were initiated in an attempt to address these issues. The more straightforward of these involved placing the eland's 90mm turret on a standard ratel IFV hull. More extensive and unusual, however, was the Ratel 85 program. Long-term operations deep into enemy territory revealed the importance of logistics in sustaining any SADF forces committed. Any stocks of ammunition captured from Cuban and Angolan forces proved to be of little value to the South Africans because they used completely different calibers. Large caliber ammunition was particularly heavy and difficult to resupply by air. One radical proposal was to fit cut-down ratel hulls with upgraded T-34-85 turrets that could use standard 85mm ammunition often encountered in supply caches captured during such raids as a way of topping up stocks during bush operations. A turret from a T-34-85 captured in Angola was mounted on the cut-down hull of a prototype ratel, and the combination was shown to be a workable interim vehicle to operate with ratel mechanized infantry battalions. A pre-production batch of 5 vehicles using available turrets was built for evaluation, testing, and tactical development. One of these would later be evaluated against the 3 8x8 concept armored car prototypes that would eventually lead to the Ruicart. While none of these would prove suitable, a small-scale production series of 24 Ratel 85s was ordered into immediate production to equip the armored car squadrons of 2 mechanized infantry battalions and replace the Eland 90 in those units. Additional T-34-85 turrets had to be obtained from abroad in order to meet this requirement, most likely sourced from Israel. These turrets would feature a significant number of modifications by Sandock Austral in cooperation with Arms Corps. This involved the fitting of a muzzle brake, adapted from that of the 90mm GT2 fitted to the Eland armored car. The commander was provided with an M1919A4 MG4 machine gun on a pintle mount, and the Soviet radio was removed and replaced by a new radio now moved to the commander's position. Additionally, new sights, fire control, and ventilation equipment were all fitted, but standard Soviet ammunition could be used in the main gun and all ammunition racks, as that was part of the original purpose of the vehicle to begin with. They would first see action in 1981, and a second batch of 24 vehicles was soon ordered using the additional turrets captured from cross-border operations against Angolan and Cuban forces. These would continue to serve well throughout the 1980s, but by the time of the Ruicart's introduction, they were all truly obsolete. The T-34-85s, the Ratel 85, was designed to counter were largely gone from the battlefield, replaced by the T-54-55 and T-62, against which the Ratel 85 was almost useless. The Ruicart and Ratel ZT3 would completely replace the Ratel 85 in frontline service, with surviving vehicles being relegated to reserve and training roles. With the end of apartheid and the normalization of relations with South Africa's neighbors, the raison d'etre for the Ratel 85 ceased to exist. Having no prospect for follow-on sales, all the vehicles were soon scrapped, with only a single surviving example on display at the South African Armour Museum in Bloemfontein.